Howdy y'all, and welcome to Lax Lives. I think it's time to play a little 7 Days to Die. Uh, just finished watching the last episode of The Walking Dead. Ooh, I don't like watching that show week to week, I don't think. There's too much going on. I need it all to happen now. Um, so last week, well, I guess technically, no, this episode would have been this week. Maybe, depends on where you live. Um, for me, it was last week, and they last week's episode was the one where they were eating the dude that was part of Rick's team, and and so then they went and killed all those guys, which was awesome. But this week's episode was all centered on Beth, and last season, Beth and Daryl. All right, so last season they had the big prison thing with the governor, and the prison got busted open, and so everybody kind of split in different directions, and so Beth and Daryl were one of the groups that got split off from everybody else, and uh, I don't remember exactly what happened, but they were in a house that had supplies, and it was like, um, man, it was on a graveyard. It was the not mortician, great caretaker's house. I don't know. And this black car with a cross painted in the window showed up and took Beth while Daryl was out. And so he came back to see the car take off and tried to chase it down, but he couldn't. And so he lost Beth. And so this season, I think it was 2 episodes ago, Daryl and Carol are back together, and they saw the car, and so Daryl and Carol got in their car after Daryl smashed out the lights so they couldn't see the car, and took off after him. Like he smashed out his own lights, so he'd be stealth mode, I guess. And so this episode was all from Beth, uh, all from Beth, who we haven't seen since last season, and so she wakes up and she's in a hospital bed, and uh, and so it turns out she's in a hospital that's under the control of some police officers, and they they pretty much control what everybody does. And there's a uh, police chief or something. I don't know what she is, but she's, quote, in charge. But really, she just lets the male police officers apparently do whatever they want. And so one of the there's a doctor there, and he has Beth help him out, and like there's a scene where she goes to get food for the doctor, and the one of the cops is there, and he's like, "I see you're taking some food. We gonna work something out for that, or am I gonna write down everything that you've taken?" And so she takes the food and walks off and takes it to the doctor and doesn't take any for herself because she doesn't want to be beholden to them. And doctor takes her and shows her that they can't get out of the hospital, and that's why he doesn't leave. Well, that's his excuse for why he doesn't leave. And so they go down to the ground floor, which has got a big metal grate over the doors, and he bangs against the doors and calls the zombies from outside. And so they just keep going on and on about how there's no place to go and how they're gonna hold on until whatever happens, and oh, until they dehydrate. Oh no, that's just me. And so so one of the people apparently escaped, and they brought her back, but she'd been bitten, and so they had basically turned her into a prostitute, I guess, for the cops, and so that's why she tried to escape. And so they went to they had to saw off her arm, and and she didn't want to have her arm sawed off. She just wanted to die because she didn't want to be a plaything for the police anymore. And so there's a there's a guy about Beth's age who kind of, I don't know, he does the laundry and stuff and mops and things like that. And I think he might be related to one of the guys already on the show, it sounds like. Um, or I don't know. He mentioned Richmond, which I isn't Richmond where the governor had his thing. I'd have to go back and look. I'm terrible with the names of things. And but he talked about how they had walls, or maybe that's coming up. I don't know, because like I said, in the comics, there's a walled town coming up, maybe. This whole hospital thing, I don't know. So, um, anyways, so him and Beth, start chatting, and they bring in this guy, and and the doctor tells Beth to give him some. Well, okay, let me see if I can remember. He tells her that the guy needs a dose of clozapine, but he really needs a dose of clomazepam or something like that. And so she gives him what the guy told her to give him, and it kills him. And then they beat the other kid because he takes the blame for it. And so Beth realizes the doctor had her kill the other guy. And he's like, "No, I didn't tell you to give him that drug. I told you to give him the correct drug, kind of thing." And so uh, she talks to the kid, and well, she talks to the policewoman a bit, the one who's technically in charge, and she talks to the kid who took the beating for her, and they decide they're gonna escape, and so um, he says that they need a key to the elevator so they can get down, and so she goes in the woman's office to get the key, and when she goes in there, that woman from earlier, they took her arm off. She's laying on the floor next to a pair of scissors. I honestly do not know how she got there. I may have missed something, or she may have just been there. I don't know. And so Beth is looking around for the spare key, and she finds the key. And just as she finds the key, the cop comes in. This cop named Gorman, who's the one who's been uh, skirting around the edges, talking about how he owns the girl now because he brought her in. Beth, talking about Beth, and so so he talks about how they have to. She has to pay up or something. I forget exactly how the conversation went, and so she shook her head that she agreed that she would, you know, sleep with him, I guess. And so he came over, and um, he came over and started running his hand up under her shirt, and he's like, "It's a good thing you're not a fighter." And so she smashes him in the head with a jar, throws him on the ground. So while that was going on, the woman whose arm had been sawed off, who's laying on the floor, she turned because she's laying on the floor bleeding out, I guess, the whole time this was going on. And so she turned and into a walker and bit Gorman's throat out. And I don't know why I can remember his name, but I can remember his name. Well, I can remember his name because his name is. Oh, oh! I thought it was getting dark. It should be getting dark here pretty quick though. And so Beth and the kid they went down the elevator shaft after that, and the kid fell and hurt his leg, and so they went out through the basement. She'd taken the cop's gun, so when the zombies in the basement attacked, she shot him, and they fought their way outside. And then outside, of course, is full of zombies because they're in the middle of Atlanta, and so they start fighting their way through the parking lot, and all these zombies start coming. And so, because the kid's got a bad leg, well, that was disappointing. We didn't see any buildings in that biome. The kid's got a bad leg, and so he's limping, and so Beth is trying to keep the zombies away from him, and so he makes it all the way to the fence and gets through the fence, and she gets knocked down by the zombies, and then you see more zombies being shot, and then over her shoulder you can see the female cop shooting zombies, and then a couple of the male police officers knock Beth at the ground and cuff her up and stuff. Yep, I'm not gonna eat cat food, and so they take her back in, and I think they hit her in the face when they bring her back in. Maybe the female cop hits her in the face. So then they show the doctor stitching up the other side of her head because she already had wounds on one side of her head, and so he's like, well, you should be able to work in a couple of days. And so she goes out in the hallway, and they bring in another person because that's what they do. They bring in people, and then they fix them up, and then they make them work for them to repay the medicine they spent on them. But they don't ever let anybody leave. The kid talked about how it was him and his father, but because his father was, a man and larger and stronger, they left his father to die, but took him because he appeared to be weak. And oh, I see something over the hill here. It looks like another gas station / restaurant. But they they left his father and brought him in because they thought they could control him, and so that's what they do. They only bring in the people they think they can control. And so they're wheeling in this new person, and as they get to the point where Beth can see who it is, it's Carol. Yeah. Um, and I know Daryl came out of the woods at the end of last episode, and they asked where Carol was, and he made a face. So I'm pretty sure that Carol has gone undercover now. Well, if you can call it that. Pretended to be ill so that they would take her in. Because now that she's on the inside with Beth, yeah, those people in that hospital are not about to have a good time. I thought maybe they'd bring that doctor on, but he's a sleazebag. They killed another. They're all like, "What are we supposed to do? I don't know. Be better people." I don't understand the argument that people make. Well, that's just the way it is now. No, it doesn't have to be. You can always be the better person. I was, Alright, let's get in here and save that. Why was that zombie carrying around a 2x4? Ooh, that pistol's better than mine. Maybe I can combine them. Can you still combine pistols? Uh... I don't know. I don't think so. It doesn't look like I can. Yeah, there's no... Alright, well, let's take the good pistol then. And we'll just dump the bad pistol. Sorry, bad pistol. Why is it so dark in here, too? It wasn't dark like this the other day. Should make some... Well, I don't have room to carry torches, I guess, but... I should make some torches so I can stick them down. That's probably why right there. It's 6:30 at night. Oh, what are these? Oh, buckshot. Yeah, I've done that one. Shotgun receiver, shotgun barrel. I got all that. Tanning and hunting knife. I got all that. I don't need that. Oh yeah, I got stuff off you. That's right. Oh, and then of course I picked back up my pistol. But yeah, so I don't like it. I don't like that I gotta wait till next week now. Oh yeah, that's outside. And then what I saw from the trailer stuff, next week might not even be the conclusion to the hospital. They showed the guys headed for Washington instead of the hospital stuff. So I was hoping to be, you know, Rick and Daryl and all of them headed for the hospital to get Beth. Since all right, I need this to turn into gas cans. Can't I do that? Yeah, I was gonna say you're like 6 or 8 gas cans, I thought. But so now I'm afraid that Sunday's episode is just gonna be, not that I don't want to see those guys headed for Washington. I mean, don't get me wrong, I want to see that part of the story too, but come on, stop this episode cliffhanger stuff, because I want to know what's going to happen. I might as well get this other barrel here and convert it. Man, where's the kind of gas station where you climb up on top? I haven't seen one of those in a while. Just keep seeing these restaurant ones. Head over here to this Wild West place, I guess. But yeah, it was a really good episode. It just it finds me. It finds me. I don't think that's what I wanted to say. I find it. There we go. I find it a little odd that every group they come to is like horrible people but themselves. Like like why is Rick's group the only good group out there? I guess that's not true. They did come across the Washington. I call them the Washington people. Those Washington people are decent enough, I guess. Even if they are a little maniacally focused. Got some eggs in here? Yep. I don't know. I guess I don't really find it that surprising, but it'd be nice if they came across another friendly group. Oh, there's stairs down on the inside of this building. You don't always get that. This is much easier since I started using the auger to get through these things instead of, oh. I thought that was a safe for a second. It's not. It's a light. Oh. I was gonna say, where's the sun? I lost the sun. It's 6:30. You got a long way to go to get to sunset there, son. I thought sunset was about 7:30. You're gonna travel that far in an hour? He didn't hit me. That zombie did not even touch me. And yet I was stunned. That one did. Oh, wow. Come on, let's get watered up here. And... uh-oh. I'm in trouble. Wow, okay, there it is. I was gonna say, I thought I grabbed an entire... I swear I clicked down there for that to go in. This room does not have a doorway into it. I don't think that's possible. There's no doorway into that room. Unless this goes outside. This does not. It goes into a pile of rotting trash. Yeah, there's not a door into this room. I know about you, game. Alright, there's one more building over here, and, I don't know, we'll have to... I need to get some rocks here real quick. Let's get some rocks real quick. I need enough to make a fire pit, so I can cook up some of this meat. Let's see, did you pick up the stones? You didn't pick up nothing. Okay, who popped in first? Iron fragments, yep. Oh wait, I got a couple of things I can get rid of here. Now I'm just totally confused about what popped into my inventory. Oh, let's do it. I need rocks, guys. I need rocks, not nitrates, not old broken pistol. Rocks. There we go. How many rocks did I get? Small stones. And I need... campfire. Is 3, 6, 8. I've got 6 small stones, so I need 2 more. Okay. Now I got 9 small stones. Alright, we're good. Whoa, did you see those guys just plop in out of nowhere? Back off, dude. They just... poof! Look at us, we're here. Oh, there's a beaker. Oh, what's this? Oh yeah, iron helmet. I'm already wearing that. Alright, well, I'm going to head over here to the roof of this building. And we're going to have to cook up some food and stuff with what I've got. And hopefully, I don't know, I really need to do some hunting or something before I starve to death here. This running on the edge of my rations is kind of stupid. Okay. Now, let's make a campfire. Let's tell the phone to shut up. Okay. Let's see. Grill. Oh, I've only got one thing for bacon and eggs. Okay. And then that needs 10 seconds. But yeah, I love The Walking Dead, and it's just so good, so good. I There's some episodes when they're in the prison that I could do without, um, and you know it can get a little slow sometimes, but these last couple seasons have just been amazing, and I am definitely looking forward to what they do in the future here. Especially since I don't know. I simply don't know what's going on. Okay, couldn't tell if that was cooking or not. Pretty sure it's gonna need another board in there to get it all cooked. Ugh, I was so low on food, man. Don't I need like carrots or something for venison stew, right? And that I don't have a recipe for it on here. I haven't seen any carrots, so I guess I should look for some of those. I also need to make some repairs here to my sledgehammer and my axe before they break on me. I'll need those to, especially the sledgehammer. With it getting be closer and closer to nighttime here, I keep expecting us to hit nighttime every episode, and we still haven't. Oh, did you finish? Nice. But, yeah, I don't know. I can't wait to see what happens in the hospital. I can't wait. It's weird too that they're back in Atlanta. It's like they've never even moved, barely. Um, I guess Atlanta's not too far from Washington D.C., so uh, I guess I don't know. It's it's very strange that they're back in Atlanta. Hmm. Beth's story is definitely a bigger story than I was expecting. I thought it was just going to be a case of they run out and fight some guys who have her or something. Uh, Not this whole hospital thing. Oh, he moved. Oop, are you done with those? Awesome. These and this. We'll see how many this takes, and then we'll call it a day. Nice. Alright, well I should have enough to repair the old fire axe then too while we're at it. I don't have anything else that needs to be repaired. My pistol, but I don't think you can repair that with, yeah, you need a weapons repair kit. I do not have a weapons repair kit. And the axe is good. Oh, you know what else I wanted to check to see what would happen if I put a beaker in. Yeah, that's what I thought. I don't I don't have any ingredients. And then let's make up a bedroll. Well, okay, I know what the recipe is. I guess I don't need you to tell me. Oh, what I do need, though, is for the game to react to my mouse clicks. That would be nice. Thanks, guys. Beautiful. And we're locked in. All right, so probably should went, I guess, down those roads if I wanted to find something in that last biome. But I guess basically we'll be still on the search for that last Magnum piece. I still can't find the Magnum piece. I don't know what the deal is that we can't find the Magnum piece. It's a little, I don't know. Like I have bad luck with the RNG or something that I'm not getting that last piece. It's kind of frustrating sometimes. Frustrating like being a zombie that's about to get his face bashed in. That's right. Or being a zombie that's trapped under the stairs. Sorry, guy. You're trapped under the stairs. Ooh, he's one of the people under the stairs. That's an older horror movie. I barely remember it. Alright, let's go ahead and call it. So, click like if you like, subscribe, be sure and catch the next one. And I will talk to you later.